Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going straight to the source. Google's very own starter guide to search engine optimization. You know, SEO. We're going to break down the fundamentals, directly from the folks who built the search engine in the first place.
So have you ever wondered how Google actually finds your website? It can feel like this big secret, this black box with a mysterious algorithm you're supposed to crack. But according to Google, the real answer is way simpler than you might think.
Okay, say hello to the Googlebot. See, the whole point of SEO isn't about tricking this little crawler. It's about making it super easy for it to understand your content. It's all about clear communication, not some secret handshake.
You know when you search for something, you see the paid ads up top, and then below that you get the organic results? Well, SEO is the art of getting your site to show up higher in that organic, unpaid section. You can't buy your spot here, you've got to earn it.
And this is the golden rule. Seriously, if you remember only one thing today, make it this. Build your website for people first. A fantastic user experience is the absolute bedrock of great SEO. So with that golden rule fresh in our minds, let's start with your website's blueprint. It's just like building a house, right? You need a strong foundation before you can even think about putting up the walls and decorating.
And that foundation starts with the address of your page, its URL. I mean, just look at the difference here. One is just a jumble of numbers that means nothing. The other is clean, descriptive, and it immediately tells a person and a search engine what the page is all about.
And this idea applies to your entire site. Your folders and subfolders should create a logical path. Think of it like a perfectly organized filing cabinet. Everything has a label, everything is in its place. It helps everyone find what they're looking for.
So let's just hammer this point home because it's so important. A simple, readable URL is one of the easiest and most powerful changes you can make. It's easy for people to share, it's easy to remember, and it gives search engines a massive clue about your content. It's just a huge win all around.
All right, our foundation is solid. Now let's talk about what actually goes inside the house. And this, my friends, is the most important part, the content itself.
And again, this is straight from Google. It's the crucial point. All the technical tweaks in the world won't matter one bit if your content isn't useful or interesting. High-quality content is what people link to, it's what they share, and it's what makes them come back.
So, how do you present that awesome content? Well, every single page on your site needs a unique title tag. The best way to think about it? It's the title on the cover of a book. It needs to be accurate, and it needs to grab your attention. And if the title tag is the book's cover, the meta description is that little summary on the back. You know, it's your short, punchy sales pitch that convinces someone to click on your link instead of all the others.
And here you go. This is exactly where those two things show up. They are literally your first impression in the search results. They are your billboard and your welcome mat all rolled into one. You have to make them count.
And hey, don't forget about your images. SEO is not just for text. Using descriptive file names and something called alt text helps search engines see what's in your pictures. Plus, and this is super important, it's essential for accessibility, helping people using screen readers understand your site. Okay, so you've got your foundation and your content. The next level of control is actually giving search engines specific instructions on how to navigate your site when they come to visit.
You do this with a simple file called robots.txt. Think of it like putting up a staff only or do not enter sign on certain doors in your house. It's perfect for telling Google to ignore pages that aren't useful for searchers, like internal search results pages.
And you can get even more specific. Think about the links that lead away from your site. For any links you don't really trust or endorse, a great example is in a public comment section, you can add a little attribute called nofollow. It's kind of like pulling up the drawbridge.
So using nonfollow basically tells Google, hey, I'm linking to this page, but I'm not vouching for it. I'm not giving it my stamp of approval. And this protects your site's hard-earned reputation from being associated with spammy or low-quality websites. It's a really good habit to get into.
Okay, we have covered a lot of ground, from your site structure to its content to the rules for crawlers. So let's wrap this all up by focusing on the most important first steps you can take, like right now.
The key here is not to get overwhelmed. If you're just starting, focus on these 4 high-impact actions. 1. Write unique titles for every page. 2. Clean up your URLs so they're simple. 3. Use descriptive text for your links instead of click here. And 4. Add that alt text to your images. I'm telling you, just nailing these basics will put you way ahead of the game.
And let's end where we began. It always comes back to this. Every single one of these optimizations is really just about making your site clearer, more helpful, and more accessible for the people who actually use it. And that really brings us to the final thought. See, SEO isn't just about getting more traffic, it's about getting the right traffic. The real goal isn't just to be found, but to be found by the exact people you were creating all this great stuff for in the first place.